Hello and welcome. My name is Rebecca and I am a certified knit and crochet instructor through the Craft Yarn Council. In this video, we're going to learn all about how to read a yarn label. There are many different types of yarn in the yarn aisle at the craft store, and it can be a little intimidating when you don't know anything. So I put this video together to show you how to select your very first yarn for your very first project. So this yarn happens to be from Hobby Lobby. This is called I Love This Yarn. I like it. It's nice and soft. It doesn't split too much. If we turn to the side here, we will see that its fiber content is 97% acrylic and 3% metallic polyester. That's what gives it the shine. We will also see this little yarn ball here with a number 4. That's a nice medium weight, also called a worsted weight. It's a great choice for a beginner. Over here we'll have some recommendations on hooks and needles. So for crochet, they're recommending a USI or 9 in a 5.5 millimeter. And if you do a single crochet swatch, 12 single crochet, 15 rows should give you about a 4x4 if you are doing it according to the gauge. You may have to go up or down a hook size depending on whether or not you're a loose or a tight crocheter. And we also have recommendations for knit. They're recommending a US 8, 5 millimeter, 18 stitches across by 23 rows, and that will give you a 4x4 square in stockinette, which is when you alternate knit rows and purl rows. But don't worry, we don't need to go that far in depth just yet. This yarn also, it is 252 yards. Every pattern will have listed how much yarn you need, and this is a good way to look and see if you're going to have enough yardage. There's also washing instructions here, and so that's for a size 4, also called a worsted. This yarn is Bernay Pop, and it also has the same instructions, the same information. We just need to look for it. This is also a medium, size 4, worsted weight. This one is 100% acrylic, and we see here it is 280 yards. We also see the recommended hook and needle sizes there. But not every yarn is a worsted weight yarn. Sometimes we have things like sock yarn. This is a fingering weight yarn. This is from Knit Picks. And this same information is here. There's no pictures to tell us what hooks and needles to use, but it is listed here, as well as the yardage, and this is a number 1 weight or a fingering weight. Sometimes it's listed as sock weight. There's the fiber content, 75% wool, 25% nylon. This would make an excellent choice for a pair of socks because it's going to wear with the durability of the nylon, and it's going to be nice and warm with the wool. But maybe you don't want to make socks. Maybe you would like to make a dishcloth. So we have some cotton yarn here. See, 100% cotton. This is a number 4, a worsted weight. And again, we see the hook and needle suggestions, but this is only 95 yards, so you might get 1 dishcloth out of it. And this is Crafter's Secret from Hobby Lobby. And I have a bulky yarn here. This one is a number 5, a bulky weight, and it's much heavier than our worsted weight. You can see it's thicker. This one's pretty fluffy. I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner. I usually recommend a worsted weight in a plain color because it gets kind of busy and it's hard to see the stitching. But this is acrylic, and we have 109 yards here. Then I have one final yarn to look at. This one is a Downton Abbey yarn, and here it's got a couple different fibers. We have acrylic, mohair, and polyamide. And it is a number 2, a fine yarn. You can see I picked this up for a scarf. I think this would make a nice lace scarf. But it's a little thinner than our worsted weight. Compare the two here. But it is 380 yards, and then we see the needle and the hook recommendations, and also we have our washing instructions. I hope this helps. I know it can be very intimidating to go in and see all the beautiful yarns and have no idea what you're picking. But I think if you read the yarn labels, you'll have a little bit better idea of what you're picking. And again, for a beginner, I recommend a size 4 medium or worsted weight. And you see, this is a more of a plain color. It's okay that it has the transitions because it's not too busy. This is a nice one to learn on. I hope that helps. Stick around for the next video. Thanks.